Mr. Trouble never hangs around when he hears this mighty sound.
Here I come to save the day.
That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way. Yes, sir, when there is a wrong to right, Mighty Mouse will join the fight. On the sea or on the land, he gets the situation well in hand.
So though we are in danger, we never despair, 'cause we know that where there's danger, he is there.
He is there on the land, on the sea, in the air. We're not worrying at all. We're just listening for his call.
Here I come to save the day.
That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way. We're not worrying at all. We're just listening for his call.
Here I come to save the day.
That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way.
11ish.
I just realised that you can't actually see all of that 11ish in the shot. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? It is 11 o'clock, Friday morning, the 16th of October. Oh my God, October is flying by. This morning, I couldn't decide if I was going to have tea or coffee, so I made both. Because that's what I'm like. I just originally intended to have coffee and ended up making tea, and then realised that actually I normally have coffee because coffee like gets me excited and gets me enthusiastic and gets me some energy, and I can get in here and just like unload. So that's what I was going to do. Recording locally, recording on the web. Blab haven't still fixed that error with scheduling. So even though I can set up schedules ahead of time, there is no recording button in it. Nobody's talking to me. Nobody responds on Blab. It's like, it's all right. They'll respond to people as long as it's really buzzy. They won't respond to people like they're just to me. They just won't respond to me, which is fine. Really need to think about building our own kind of mini Blab, because I'm a bit concerned about legacy in a couple of years' time, that this might all just go funky. Although I do, my premonition would be that I reckon that they'll push something really interesting in less than a month. Maybe high definition audio or something. But I really wish they would bug test stuff first. Right. What do I want to get into today? Quite a lot, really, because it's Friday. It's like the end of the week. It's also our day of doing shows. So we do our Team Humble show at 10 o'clock at night, GMT, 5 p.m. East Coast. And it's kind of a gather for everybody to get together and chill out, hang out, and talk about the fundraising stuff that we're doing, which is gofundme.com/Team Humble. Humble NYC. Go and have a look. We had £200 out of the 1800. We've got a lot to do, got a lot to work on, and we're going to get into some of that stuff this morning in these 20 minutes. How long have I been talking? I don't even know. About 5 minutes? Let's see how close I am. 3 minutes. Oh, not too bad. Right. So, today, on today's list of agendas, first thing, eBay stuff. So I've been working on my eBay stuff that I'm getting rid of. I've got like a GoPro Hero 3, Canon 650D, my electric bike. All of it adds up to about £1,000 roughly, 900 to £1,000. Splitting it down the middle, half of it is going to go towards the farm, and half of it is going to go towards NYC trip. And then I'm also going to start putting together, maybe next week, some little tasks, a little profile in terms of tasks and things that I can do for people, and start literally reaching out to people and asking them if they need any work done with their company. Also going back to temporary work, but not yet. Next week is going to be really big for me because I've got my second physio for my wrist. Then I've also got an open day for a jobs fair thing. So I think there's some temporary work there, which I'm going to go to that. I would ideally want something temporary from, say, the 3rd or 4th week of October. So that's like starting next week, at the end of next week, or the start of the 4th week of October, and run through all the way till the end of November. So like 5 weeks, and try and get in as much, like try and get around £800 to £1,000 in for that. the majority of that will go towards the trip, because that'll be my Christmas present to myself, is to hang out with these guys for a week and do some good in New York City, push my coupons for Udemy so I feel like I've actually done something there in terms of gave out some free stuff for Christmas, and hopefully get some feedback from people that I met, get some interviews and roll those out over Christmas. That would really feel like an achievement well done if I sat here on Christmas Day with a bit of food and was editing videos that we shot in New York and slow released them. Ooh, you know what? I just thought of an idea. I remember doing a Christmas calendar about 2 or 3 years ago, like a every day released on YouTube for 24 days, 25 days of Christmas. Can't really do it. I guess I could move the video blogging, instead of doing Vlomo in November, I could do it for December and kind of like do a video blogging advent calendar. I need my inhaler, I'm a bit wheezy. 1 second. You could do that on live TV, could you? Yeah, I might do that. I might do an advent calendar in December, actually, of all the little bits of media of things that we record ahead of time, and the craziness of then getting on the plane and then doing a daily video blog while we're there for the week, wrapping together all the periscopes and things that we've done, and then continue that on afterwards, and then do a Christmas Day hourly release of different interviews on YouTube. That'd be really, really cool. I'd be well up for that. You have the support on again, wrist sore again. No, whenever I go out, I nipped out this morning. Megan's actually in the chat, by the way, for people who are watching this afterwards on YouTube. Megan Haste, Haste. Follow her on Twitter, at Megan Haste, or on blab.im/Megan Haste. No, I've got this on because I'm clumsy. And I went out this morning to have some breakfast and nip to get some money. And I just get a bit scared of knocking it because I just really need it to be repairing. It's getting there. I don't wear it all the time. I'm not quite sure why I've got it on now, actually, because I don't need it to be on. I guess it's just a little bit of fear of, it's been 7.5 weeks of repairing, and I've got probably another 3 weeks of total repairing to do. The swelling's gone down as well a lot. If you wonder how I fractured my wrist, I fell over roller skating. I was only there 5 minutes. It's a bit sad, really. All right, I'm running out of time. I think this is probably coming up to 10 minutes. Where am I at? Can't see it. Where is it? 7 minutes. All right, we're doing all right. So, eBay stuff for sale. Going to put all that stuff up for sale because I need to get that moving. I've put that on Slack. We have a Slack channel, teamhumble.slack.com. You have to apply to come into it. You can come on to Blab at 10 o'clock tonight, Friday nights, GMT, 10 p.m. GMT, and 5 p.m. East Coast. If you want to come and ask, we kind of don't accept everybody, but like people who are regulars who come in and understand the ethos and the ethics and what we're trying to do with Team Humble. What else did I want to talk about today? I've got loads of stuff to talk about today. Meeting about potential work in a few weeks. Okay, so I'm quite excited for this, and I've also put the link in the chat room, but I'll tell you what it is anyway. smarturl.it/updated-bio. I've been having a conversation with a lady called Margot, and she is the CEO of Fixers, which is a charity in the UK that helps about 1,700, I think it was, or 18,000, sorry, young adults between the ages of 17, 18 and 24, something like that. And they help them tell their story about anxiety, mental health, general kind of issues, food disorders, things like that. And Megan was one of the fixers, 16 to 25, she's telling me. And Megan was one of the fixers. They did a video, she did the voiceover, and it was because of Megan that I found out about Fixers. I would have never found out about Fixers because I'm kind of old, and it's not really I wouldn't have been looking at that kind of thing. But I've been talking to Megan, and that was kind of cool. And I'm basically going for a meeting there in a couple of weeks' time in Winchester to have a discussion, a chat about maybe working together. And that would be awesome because it kind of brings together Team Humble and the advocates of Fixers, and maybe there's some kind of middle road there. I'm not quite sure what that looks like, but I did a little bio this morning, so she got a bit of background about me and what stuff I've worked on, so she can have a quick look at it and see where she might be able to suggest where I fit in, slot in better. But I have some ideas of how we can build a toolkit, like a toolkit for the Fixers, for the 18,000 1,000 fixers, to activate those fixers, to kind of take control of their own, I hate this word, 2 words, personal brand, but to take control of their own digital footprint online and use it to empower them, to keep them enthused and positive. You know, having a piece of content, reliving something, going through it and going, yes, I'm over that, I've moved on, and I'm more positive now, but maintaining that momentum, but then having the tool set to distribute that to other people as well. So I'm kind of excited about that, because it fits with what I'm doing now, I think, with Apiary and everything else. So other than that, I'm doing beehive farm work today. I've actually dedicated this iPhone 4S to just for the farm. So there's nothing else on it apart from social accounts for the farm. So it has the Vine, Instagram, SoundCloud, all ready to go on this, so that I can just record stuff straight away without having to log in and out of accounts. Because I don't know if you know, but Vine's really difficult to log in and out of. And, well, no, Vine's actually the good one. Instagram's the one that's a pain in the backside, because you can't switch accounts. I really wish we would have something for switching accounts so I could do that easily. But I'm dedicating a phone to it, so that I can quickly go to the farm, be walking around the farm, take some pictures. I set up their social accounts probably about 3 months ago, but they don't have the time to do it, or at least they don't creatively think in the morning when they get in, or throughout the day, I should take a photo of that, just to alert other people that they're still there. I think they don't understand the value of it kind of incrementally building up, which I kind of get, because small businesses, they're kind of focused on the selling of the product, be it the caravan camping, petting zoo, the fishing lakes, and all that sort of stuff. So I'm taking that on full time now. And when I say full time, it'll only be like X amount of hours per week. But yeah, having a dedicated device to do that on without cutting down the issues of like logging in and out is huge. So there's that. I'm working on that. And then I'm doing a launch of Refresh Friday tonight. It's a bit weird to do Refresh Friday in an evening, because Refresh Friday was an event that we did in a city on Friday mornings from 8 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock. And the reason for that is we tried to get together people who were very busy, you know, creative 9-to-5ers, people who were living and working in the city, who didn't get time to go to networking, didn't have time to really go to after work, you know, drinking sessions. Sometimes on Friday nights they do, but like I wanted to get them together. And I also wanted a way to create a podcast that was really easy to get out in the middle of the day, so that people could listen to that over the weekend and restart at the start of the week and feel part of the community. Because I think sometimes when you're working really fast, you want to take part in stuff, but you want it to fit into your schedule. So Refresh Friday used to be, I'd go to a place, say to them, can you cope with 10 or 20 people coming in here at 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock? They're all going to probably want breakfast. They'd obviously like, yeah, that's great, extra bit of money in the till for us. And some of the places would put on special stuff for us. So after we did like 3 or 4 events, they would like come out with like a champagne breakfast, which was awesome, or Bellinis all round, and everybody would have like eggs Benedict and stuff. But what was cool about it is that everybody went around a table. I had a microphone and a little recorder, and we did a podcast, the good or bad and show and tell of the week. So what was good about your week, what was bad about the week, and a show and tell, like, you know, I've got this inhaler, or I've got these metal things done on Fiverr. You know, you literally went around a table telling people of something that you find out about. And it was really cool, because you're eating breakfast, just chilling out for an hour, and then gets to 9 o'clock or 8:45, people are starting to tidy their stuff up, and then they go to work. So they're like 5 minutes away from work. So they've had breakfast, they've hung out, they've done some networking, and also they've been part of a podcast. So it's a nice thing. So we're going to try and move that to 9 o'clock on Friday nights. So that's 9 p.m. GMT. So that's 4 o'clock East Coast. What is that on the West Coast? I can't even work that out. You work it out. If you can work out East Coast, you'll work out West Coast. So that's starting tonight, Refresh Friday number 1. And that'll just be not just me. It'll be like 4 people in the chat. And the 4 people in the chat will be able to kind of like sit around and feedback the good or bad in the week. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do it, if we just go through all the goods first and then all the bads. But yeah, that's starting tonight. So Fridays are getting quite busy now, especially with the 11ish shows every single day. Just need to double check the time. I must be coming up to 20 minutes by now. No, 14 minutes, 15 minutes. Right, cool. We're good. What else we've got to talk about? Fundraising. So fundraising tonight, 10 o'clock tonight, we're going to be talking about things that people have been selling, things that people have been doing. I know that Dale and Chloe have been working together in trying to put together a package for social media for companies. I know they've had their first client meeting this week, which is awesome. Congratulations, girls. I know you're going to smash it. We're also going to probably do a Blab late night dance party tonight. I've got my Mixler all set back up on my laptop. That was the biggest problem, is that I can hear my music through my computer and then everybody can pick up the noise from my computer. So I've done it on my laptop so I can run Mixler separately. I've just got to put a playlist together for that. So that's going to take a bit of time today. Udemy bonus points day as well today. Udemy are doing this hashtag Black Friday 2015. I'm a Udemy course instructor. I'm approaching 1,000 students. I think I'm on like 968. They keep on coming in dribs and drabs. Putting my first paid course out. Supposed to have done like half of it this week. Not even close yet. Just doing my head in. But today there is 25 bonus points available for doing a talking head video with no ums and ahs, which is going to be incredibly difficult. What else? Talking head video. Got to do that. Interview next week from Phil with Phil. Yeah. So one of my sections in my next course, my paid course, is a section called Share the Adventure. And Share the Adventure is a website built by a guy called Phil Sorrell. And Phil Sorrell comes from Northampton. I interviewed him, I think, probably 2 or 3 years back in Nottingham about Share the Adventure and how it works. But I'm hoping to get in touch with him next week. It was going to be today, but he's co-working today. I'm going to do a little video interview with him on Blab, but I'm also going to use that video in my Udemy course. It kind of pulls everything together. I often talk about transmedia and people get a little bit confused about what transmedia is, but that would be a perfect example of it. Get them into Blab, doing a recording, using the recording to pull into my video, edit the video, put the video into my Udemy. People watch the Udemy course as a student and they kind of connect all the dots together, and then they go and have a look at the web software, which his software pulls all the social accounts all together. So Twitter, Facebook, Blab, BAM user, while you're walking around on your trek or hiking. And I just think it's a really cool way of displaying on a map where you've been in a day. So if you're, say, at South by Southwest at a conference or at an event and you go to lots of different venues in that city, you can use something like Share the Adventure to track all that stuff and embed it on your website. I've got some plans for Share the Adventure, the mapping side of it, in terms of video chat and transmedia collection of different channels. But I'm not going to go into it more than that because it's an app that I want to build for the Apple TV, which I think could be really cool. Right, I'm going to finish my coffee. That's tasting good today. I've also got tea. God damn it, I needed that. All right, I think we're done. Let me have a quick look. That's everything I wanted to say about that. Coming up to 18 minutes, I think I'm going to end it there. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Megan, you're a star. She's like my cheerleader. She's here every day without fail, which is awesome. Even if she's in bed, probably sideways with her head on a pillow and can't speak, because I know she was up late last night on Blab, the addictive nature of Blab. But that's it. Thanks for joining me. Have an awesome Friday. Get out of bed, go for a walk, get some air in your lungs, like breathe deeply, and then come back and then have sprints at your day. And then we'll meet up tonight at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock on Blab at #TeamHumble. I will see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.